Stand by for news. So this is Big Pick 4, Week 21, NFL. We cannot say that word. We can say Uber, say obey. We can say the big game, the championship. Say that word because we can't afford to. Well, it's funny because I used to put these shows on YouTube and they wouldn't get posted, and then what the heck happened? Why didn't they post? And then I would realize it was because I used the word that YouTube won't even post them up. Once I made it say Week 21 instead of Uber Obe, then it posted right up. But of course, they don't tell you that.
Interesting.
So this is the interesting thing. Going with the Patriots today, the interesting thing is a rematch to the day, 15 years later, of Super Bowl 36. This is back in 2002 when the Rams were favored. 2017 Ram team to begin the. So this is a rematch 17 years ago, but really the line is 2.5 for the Patriots. It opened up favoring the Rams. All indications going to be a close game, but what it comes down to me is what it comes down to for me really is the where's my notes here? It comes down to wait, what happened to my notes? I don't even have my notes anymore. But anyway, so what it comes to Brady over God. And number two is the Gurley situation where he not be healthy. He stunk up the last game. He only ran for 10 yards and spent a lot of time on the bench. And C.J. Anderson had gotten more touches than he did. The other thing that's really important in this game to look at is knowing that it's going to most likely be close. Or if it's not close, that means the Patriots lose. You got to look at the Patriots in the red zone and kicking as well.
Excuse me, pardon me.
The kicking of Gostkowski, obviously, in that they're a red zone team. The other thing I'm telling you that's going to happen is that none of the analysts have picked up on is that how are the refs going to behave with the pass interference calls? So the Rams are not going to be able to play how they were taught to cover the pass. Don't look back at the ball. Point your head down at the helmet of the receiver and plow through him as the ball is coming through. Okay, so they're not going to be able to play that type of offense today. So, and the Patriots are going to pick on that. We're going to pick on the fact that Gurley is either hurt or he's not playing well, one or the other. So that's where I'm coming down on this. When the Patriots win, it's going to be more than 3 points. Ryan, what's your take on it?
I think the Patriots 2.5, so they got to win by a field goal. I don't think that should be a problem. You go, number 12 behind center there. He knows how to win in the big games. He didn't. I think this defense might be a little bit better than last year. They just seem like they play better. I don't think they're going to give up. What did they give up, like 400 some odd yards to the Eagles last year, Dan?
Something like that.
Yeah.
In a game.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it. offensively and defensively. Difference is going to be, I think, the maturity, the experience of the New England Patriots. I mean, this is what, their third in a row. So experience trumps, maybe the younger team with a little bit. Maybe they're in the Rams are in the upswing, maybe. So maybe you'll see the Rams in it again next year. But I'm expecting the Patriots to be hoisting that little trophy at the end of the game.
So Dan, what say you?
Well, every Super Bowl Brady Belichick era is 8 points or less. So expect a close game for the final score. Several of them field goal games. The Carolina game, I think, was a field goal. I think the loss to the Giants was only by 3 points. The first one. Who else beat somebody else at the end with a field goal? I forget. Maybe it was the Rams the first time. But yeah, I like the spread 2.5. I think the Patriots are capable of covering that. Experience is obviously on their side. I think Brady's been to more Super Bowls than everyone on the Rams combined. You always have Belichick. They've only lost to NFC East teams in the Super Bowl. They've beaten everybody else, which I think is a good omen for us. It'll be interesting how the referees do call. I think that is interesting, considering all the backlash over the last 2 weeks and their horribleness in the NFC Championship games. So that'll be interesting as well. Some Patriots might be their swan song, like Gronkowski. He might say goodbye after this. So he might really be going all out for this one game.
Hey Dan, with the refs, don't they bring in like an all-star crew?
Yeah.
So I think the NFL is going to have to be a little bit. They're going to be a little bit overly sensitive to some things. It makes you wonder: are they going to call things a little bit more, just so they don't have another repeat of that in this last?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, either you want to call it, you want to be a little loose. I think sometimes in some of these playoff games, because with the players to play, but there's a line, and that was ridiculous. That call in the New Orleans game.
That was way too loose.
Yeah.
The referees are led by John Perry, and they're saying they are a lean, for the money line, they're a lean group. So that means they're a lean crew, and they're not making, they're not calling everything. So we're not gonna flag every little thing. I don't know if you make a bet based on that. But that's the only thing I really have on the referees is this John Perry is the lead referee. Now I will say we have in me being on the Gulf Coast of Florida, we have a manatee that shows the Patriots, and manatee is 9-2 with Super Bowl picks. We did a lot on the man coming through on this as well.
I think there was a sea lion at SeaWorld that picked the Patriots as well. I saw a giraffe pick, but I didn't see who the giraffe picked. Would have been out. That would have been. I didn't see the octopus.
With the octopus pick,
but they got all kinds of stuff. It's amazing. I like that. But the question is, are the line? They're picking them to win. Do they know the line?
No.
Yeah, I think those are straight up picks. I don't think they're actually picking the line. I don't think they're picking the spread. Well, I will say that coming up on game time now, I'm going to say the line is -2. The top two lines in the country are calling it a -2 right. We can scrape. I think we can safely scrape off another half point in our fifth. So teams are heading over on the bus speed to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Final thoughts. I think it wasn't through the whole controversy leading up to this game where the Saints should really be in it, that I might be picking differently. Because if I just look at raw analysis, you may want to go with that spread and take the points, but not in this case, especially now that it seems like it's changing a little bit closer to the Patriots, where it looks like the top sports books are giving us 2 now, instead of taking 2 instead of the 2.5. Brian is a big baby. He didn't want to do the show today because somebody was going to speak out of turn.
He's so easy. He's so easy to mess with. That's why I did it.
So he's home watching Major League Soccer right now.
Actually, I think he's watching the Golden Girls.
No, I think he's watching.
He's a very big Golden Girls fan. He wish he was Blanche, but he couldn't get that lucky if he tried.
He wants to have sex with a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Brian is basically an old lady at this point. He's a bag lady.
Have you looked at the prop bets? Have you taken a look at any of the props?
No, have you?
Yeah, I have it. I got on that site we use. They've got the net. They always set it at 150. It's about the norm. Gladys Knight is singing it, so I'm going to go with the over. If I were a betting man on this, if I could bet on it, I would. I'm going to say about 210, 250.
Are you saying the over on the length of the national anthem?
Yeah, the length of the national anthem is a minute 50 seconds is the over.
Is that the Whitney Houston one?
No, I think hers was over. I think that's based on the average calculation of people that do it. It's about the normal, like the way it's written, is about a minute 50.
Okay, I thought they used the Whitney Houston one as the measuring stick.
Benchmark, yeah, no, I don't think so. What else? They've got one. You can bet on yes or no to anthem.
Yes or no to what?
Whether or not anybody's going to kneel. You've got whether or not Gladys Knight's going to have pants or shorts, a skirt or a dress, or no clothes. Seriously, I don't think they're going to do that. They've got prop bets on the halftime show, what songs they're going to sing, the color of Adam Levine's hair, what kind of shoes he's going to be wearing. Donald Trump tweets. Over under set at 5, related to the Super Bowl apparently. Let's see what else. The color of the Gatorade. Everything. So what color Belichick we hit with?
I've got them here where you can do what do you call it, parlay bets with the Super Bowl and the Puppy Bowl. You can parlay them.
That's pretty cool.
That's amazing. So the coin toss, who will win the coin toss? I've got that one. The heads is at a minus 110 right now, and tails is a plus 100.
Wow.
Okay, I've got that are which will happen first. Gostkowski makes a field goal. Zerline makes a field goal. Sonny Mitchell scores. Todd Gurley scores. Rams commit a turnover. Edelman reaches 50 receiving yards. Brandon Cooks reaches 50 receiving yards. Tom Brady reaches 150 passing yards. Jared Goff reaches 150 passing yards. Or the game reaches halftime. What do you think is the best out of all those as far as odds go?
Gostkowski field goal.
Yeah, well, and it's actually tied with Zerline. They're both at a plus 450.
Yeah.
Could be a Zerline
I
field.
have a feeling whoever gets the ball first is going to march down the field and minimum score a field goal. Minimum.
Yeah, because the Patriots like to defer if they win a coin toss.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So if they win the toss, it'll be Zerline then.
But Gurley is scoring is actually better odds than Gurley. Gurley is below Mitchell.
What their deal is with
That's
Gurley.
still pretty good. You bet 100. And I'm just committing a turnover is actually more likely than the England New England committing a turnover. Obviously, Edelman getting to 50 yards is higher than Brandon Cooks getting to 50 yards.
And don't forget to do your bingo, your free bingo.
Yeah, I remember.
And here's Maggie and me from yesterday. We're wearing our New England Patriots jerseys, the alternate home jerseys.
Boo! Wow, you actually got an official shirt here.
Yeah, we referee basketball.
That's funny. Did you buy those off NFL.com?
No.
The new jerseys.
No, I would show you those. Here we go. Let me see if I can find it from yesterday.
That's good.
There you go. These are the ones. This is the one I saw yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget to buy your Patriots jerseys. I mean, everybody hates them, but team, they're winners.
Now, I've got some good odds on what liquid will be poured on game-winning coach. That's another good bet.
Yeah, I like that one. I'm going to go orange.
5 followed by yellow. That's 250 plus 50 on it.
They should pour hot coffee over the coach. See what happens.
If I was one of the players, I would bet big on one of these and make sure I had the right color Gatorade to guarantee win. You know?
No, they don't want the people.
Even if I had to run across the field and pour it on the other team's winning coach just to win my bet.
I think there'd be an investigation into that.
Yeah.
Guaranteed win, just like Trump with Trump tweeting. I mean, he can guarantee himself a win by tweeting the correct amount of tweets.
That's
true. Yeah, it's set at 5. I'd easily bet the over on that. Especially if the Patriots win, because I think he's friendly. He's friendly with Belichick and Brady, I think,
and Kraft.
Yeah, Tom Brady and Kraft are buds.
Yeah. It's like how many times will they show Giselle?
Not enough.
All right, go Patriots. You guys, so Ryan, I told Dan I'm going to send the money. He's going to give you money for the baseball. I'm going to send it tomorrow.
Don't worry about the baseball. I'm not worried about baseball. Just send Dan his money for football. Save it. Save it for this season. I don't care. I won. I don't care.
I'm going to get line here and make some bet on any of these props or the game itself.
Yeah, if we were in Jersey, I'd be making. If I was Brian, I'd be making bets on these props. I would put a lot down.
I like watching the game without not having real money bet. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I got some lineups going, so.
I went on that Wilson debacle when he tried to do the down Jesus pass because he handed off to Lynch. No, he tried to do a touchdown Jesus pass instead of handing off to Lynch. I remember winning that bet.
Right. I killed people. Yeah. Well, did you know? Dan was telling me, and I looked it up. There was a sports book in Jersey that refunded the money to the people who bet on the Saints. You know, the last 2 weeks of the championship game.
Yes, there was. Well, that's why I say I think the refs are going to win this game for the Patriots because the Patriots are going to understand that in the course of 2 weeks, you can't train your defense conduct for pass defense. You can't do what was working for them before was, when you see the received hands start to go towards like he's trying to make a catch, like a bull and just plow through him. That's not going to work this game. So in 2 weeks' time, you're not going to be able to train your defensive backs on how to properly conduct pass defense. New England's going to take that. That's why I say, 3 points is a gift. Win more than 3 points.
Yeah, especially since that idiot called out Brady too, so he's really going to go after him.
Yeah, should have.
Who called out Brady?
The guy who committed that pass interference.
The guy that made that pass interference that didn't get called.
All right, Pats on 3. 2, 3.
Go Patriots.
Go Pats. All right, take care, guys.
Until next year.
All right, see you at the baseball draft.
I'll be there. All right.
All right, see ya.
Take care.